Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Movie Man Beyond. Today we're going to be talking about the newest movie from A24 Studios, X. Let's do it! First off, I want to say thank you to another YouTuber on here, Mondo Chelloveck Movies. He gave me a shout out on his channel a couple of days ago. Really appreciated, massively helped. I think my subscribers almost doubled in 24 hours. Really appreciate that. It's just, like I say, trying to get my channel out there a bit more. I seem to was struggling to really sort of expand and get views and stuff. So honestly, thanks again, mate. Really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the new subscribers I've received in the past couple of days or so. So thank you for watching, and I won't let you down. So going back to the movie X, as in X-rated. First off, I would say I will warn you when I'm going to talk about spoilers, so you don't have to worry about that. The film's basically X is meaning X-rated, you know, the old VHS and that kind of thing, tapes, stuff of that nature. It's based in 1979 in Texas, so it's got that Texas Chainsaw Massacre feel about it, and it's a guy that runs a strip club sets out to make like a blue movie with a guy and two of the girls, and they've got another two people that are doing the sound and the recording. But anyways, you know, fast forward to get to this place, this like a farmhouse where they're going to rent off these two old people, and you know, the old people are going to be creepy and stuff of that nature, this, that and the other. So overall, I did enjoy it. It wasn't as, you know, some A24 films are a bit pretentious, like say Hereditary, Midsommar, It Comes at Night. All they're just shit, like Tusk. I can't stand Tusk. And another one, a ghost story. You know, not a lot happens, but I was quite surprised with this. I don't mind The Lighthouse. I know they do other genres than horror, but people really love, like I say, going back to The Witch and It Comes at Night. The suspense, it builds up, and then what does it lead to? This I found was a bit more of a traditional horror movie. So I will now go into spoilers. First off, I didn't mind the cast apart from the main girl. Always get these weird looking women sort of thing, and I know they're going for this this weirdness thing that they go through to try and like make the film more odd and have that tangible feeling where it's more eerie. For me personally, it doesn't really work. I'd rather just had everyone sort of normal. For me, a horror film's got to have at least one redeemable character that I actually relate to, or I want to see come out of it the other end unscathed. In these types of movies, yeah, I know you do have your typical slashers and stuff, and you know they're more funny. You know, they're not meant to be like horrific in a sense of it's all serious. Now this obviously could happen. So you've got a couple of things that were telegraphed. I don't like when movies do this. It's nothing really left to the imagination, the suspense. The old guy pulls a shotgun on the leader of the group who goes to the door. Now, when he recognises the guy was like speaking to him on the phone, and the guy's like, "Oh right, okay, I don't have any the shotgun loaded anyways." So straight away I went, later on in the film that shotgun will be loaded and it will be used. Did happen. Second, at that point, the guys in the van open the dashboard, which has a revolver in it, which is fully loaded. So later on in the film, that revolver isn't going to be loaded. It's going to be the old which again happens. And the main girl goes out to a lake, swimming around the lake, and there's an alligator in it, and she gets out of the lake before the alligator gets her. Not that she knows it's following her, it's like slope and sneakily. So that sort of happens, and I was just like, that alligator's going to end up killing one of the group, and it happens. So I do like the setting. It reminds us a lot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a couple of shots where it does look like Friday the 13th, but more so the remake when Jason's standing on the lake. The shooting the smut or the porn scenes is, I think, hilarious at times, but sometimes just take it out of the film. I know some people find it really awkward, and some of it's funny, to be honest, but the old people you do actually see having sex, which is odd because the pair of them can barely move, yet when they both sleep together, it's like they suddenly got the spirit of energy, like they're a couple of jackrabbits. And it's mainly the woman's a bit of a nutter. She wants to relive her youth, and she can't have sex with her husband because he says he's going to have a heart attack, which he does have a heart attack, but not because of that. Yeah. There's a couple of good death scenes in it. One with the throat I thought was pretty brutal, where she cuts one of the guy's throats with a screwdriver. The old guy locks one of the girls in the basement. She's actually in the latest Scream movie. But it kind of reminded me of The House by the Cemetery, but The House by the Cemetery is far more frightening to me than this movie was. And so yeah, they just seemed like these two old people overpowered. There's 6 or 7 people, and it was, the underlying theme was about God and how we're all sinners and stuff like that. It keeps showing you this TV playing over and over again of the God and the guy preaching about how we can all find Jesus in our lives, and you find out that the main girl, that's her dad, actually the preacher on the TV. So, you know, it's a standard affair. There's a couple of shots I don't really like visually. This one on the lake with the choir singing. The choir come into it a couple of times singing. I don't understand what that's about. Not for me personally. But like I say, it isn't as pretentious as them. But other than that, I mean, I've watched a couple of reviews, but they're more so pretentious on the side of, like, the tone for this movie for about 45 minutes and like how they're finding a lot of it disturbing. It's like, if you feel that's disturbing, then you really haven't seen much, to be honest. I find the old people were funny in times. The old woman is played by the same actress that plays the main lady. She's called Pearl, and you know, you see her like sort of fully naked, and that's probably the most part where you're like, ugh. But it happens to everyone, you know. She's on about her youth and stuff, and I suppose it is, you know, sad in a way as you do get older. You like your life, and you look back, and you know, I suppose you can resonate with them on a point, but not the point where you're going to be killing people, I suppose. So yeah, obviously at the end there's only the main survivor, which is the lady from the poster. I think it's Shia LaBeouf's partner, wife. But yeah, like I say, I enjoyed it a lot more than the other A24 releases. I don't know, would I pick her up? Maybe. Like I say, just partner, she really enjoyed it as well, so, you know, I was apprehensive. But when this was released, it was released like a limited release. It was popping up in places, and then it was here, then it was there. So, yeah, once again, it was nice to be pleasantly surprised. So, yeah, if you enjoy that setting, reminds you of, like, you know, the late 70s, Texas, that horror aspect, that it had a nice feel to it, don't get us wrong, and I liked the soundtrack for the most part with the songs they used and stuff like that. Like In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry, I hadn't heard that in years, and then as soon as it came on, I was like singing away to it. But yeah, so like I say, enjoyed it. I'll definitely watch it again at some point. But I was just researching there before I made the video, and they did shoot the prequel called Pearl back to back, so you're gonna see what this old woman was doing in her younger days on that farm, because apparently the little farmhouse they had on the land was looking after soldiers. It says from the Civil War, but it'll not be Civil War, it'll be, I don't know what war it'll be, because, you know, this is the 69, and this was going to be, what, 50 years earlier, so I don't know, it'll not be World War II, but you're going to see what she was like very young, so what she was getting up to. So I'm assuming she's going to be a sinner and sleeping with loads of men and probably killing them as well. And I think the husband knows about it, that's the point. So, yeah, wouldn't know when that'll get released. Though I've tried looking for a trailer, but apparently it aired at some sort of convention or festival, so it'll be interesting to see. It's like again. It's like I say, guys, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate all the new subscribers recently. I will try and subscribe to people, follow them back. I was actually just using this channel just to record stuff, but I don't want people to feel like they're following me and subscribing to me and then I'm not subscribing back. That's not what I want to, because I do have another channel, but it's not for making videos, it's just literally for subscribing to my favourite content, because I follow all sorts, from travelling, food, movies, games, wrestling, all that type of jazz, horror stuff. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll be churning out a few more videos this week. Hope everyone's had a good Easter weekend, or still enjoying the Easter weekend, and I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.